Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Eat, Sleep, Suplex, Retweet.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to this season 25 of the ESSR Fantasy Draft. I'm Stephen Wilson. Joining me is David Hockney, who's on this side, not this side. Dave, 25 seasons, who'd have thought it?
Oh, I feel like I get a year older every time we do another one of these seasons, but it's a milestone season for a reason. And given that, we've been carrying a lot of the load, myself and Scott, the last few times around, I've decided this season any excess dead weight is just gone. And I'm pleased to report that I'm now 10 kilos lighter as a result of the last selection show.
The digs. Yes, so we are here. We're on YouTube, Suplex Retweet YouTube. We're also on Twitch. We're on the Tactic Stephen Twitch page. I am trying something out. So anybody that's on there, please say hi, But if you're on YouTube, get the comments. We'll get your comments up on the screen here. So Dave, 25th anniversary, following on from the back of a historic 24th season where essentially we had history made. We had the first winners from last place and David Campbell and Ross McLeod. But of course, David Campbell going back to back. He's going here for the treble, 3 in a row. What's your thoughts on this?
Much like the good old boys, but I digress on that instance. But yeah, you know what? As much as I give him shite in the draft, just for running his mouth and, loving the sound of his own voice, it is a pretty damn impressive achievement, winning back-to-back seasons, most draft wins of all time, 6 apiece. And yeah, I think they thoroughly deserved that win because they had such good mix of selectors, not only getting TV wins, but with the performance that they had at the Elimination Chamber, that's what certainly turned the tide. So despite a captaincy loss for Liv Morgan at WrestleMania, they were way too far ahead to be caught up. And I think a lot of that comes down to the Chamber performance, as it usually does in these seasons.
Yeah, definitely. Ross will not be returning this season. He has other commitments to defend his title, of course. David Campbell is here, always. But as this is the 25th anniversary selection show of the draft, we thought we'd mix up a wee bit. By we, I mean me. So essentially for this one, we have 25 competitors. We have our main league competitors, our main wins, and we brought back a selection of former winners and Listeners League winners. Some Listeners League Cup winners.
Damn right, JP.
He's not really talking me up here. So we have a selection of former winners from both the main league and the Listeners League joining us. They have all been assigned a tag team partner from the main selection, plus our Listeners League winner, which was Lachlan Hyatt. I can never pronounce his surname. Sorry, Lachlan.
Lachlan Hyatt.
And Lachlan Hyatt. Thank you. And because he won the cup as well, so we also have the runner-up, which was David Jindoan. Came in. So he is essentially going to be David Dindoyan. So he is also being given a tag team partner to pick. So we have 12 teams of 2, plus Grant McRobbie, who of course has his list, so we let Grant go on himself. So it's going to be a busy one, Dave. I think we better get going. And
Let's just jump straight into it.
Thankfully, it's yourself, Dave, who's kicking us off.
Oh, it's been a while since I've drafted first, but it's always a tough position to be in. But myself and my partner, or my rookie, should I say, Colin Blackburn, we've decided it's not just draft time, it's Tiffy time. Our first round pick, number 1 pick overall this season, is Tiffany Stratton, the WWE Women's Champion.
She might not have lost a tooth, but she definitely didn't lose the women's title at WrestleMania. A convincing win over Charlotte Flair.
Yeah.
And she is a wise pick. I think I don't really see a full proper direction going forward, but definitely one I think will have a decent reign now that she's got through the barrier that is Miss Flair.
That's why she ended up round 4 last time. I think there was a a vibe that she was going to drop the title at WrestleMania. But no, the way she's been racking up points on TV and on pay-per-views, I don't see the momentum slowing down anytime soon. And I think she's justified being a round one pick. Not just round one, but first overall this season.
Yes, so that's the pick of David Hockney and his partner Colin Blackburn on this one. We now go on to myself. This was not rigged, by the way. There's Jetpack. So it's myself and JP who spent his time in the chat slagging me and praising Dave. So we are going to go with the new Intercontinental Champion. We're going with Dominic Mysterio.
I think it's been a while since he was round one selected this time as well. But, you know, that's when he was NXT North American champion and he was all over the product. But now he's got a fresh wave of fan support and a new title to go along with him. I think this could be a very, very smart pick. I'm curious to see, you know, how more often is it going to, you know, carry that momentum.
We'll see. Again, sorry, this was done randomly, not rigged, so we haven't. The other person who does Saturday Draft Live shows, Scott McLeod, he is teaming with Ross McCluskey. So he's sending his pick to yourself, Dave. So what have we got from that one?
Well, he just said one word. Yeet. He goes for the World Heavyweight Champion, Jey Uso.
Not a shock in the slightest. Jey Uso is drafted. I thought that was a wise pick, that one.
Yeah, first overall, last season having won the men's Royal Rumble, but, you know, he's on the board round one yet again, and it looks like he's got a title defense for Backlash against Logan Paul, of all people. The IWC will be going apeshit right now.
Logan Paul going for a world title.
He did get a win against AJ Styles, and he has given Roman Reigns a good run for his money, so I reckon it'll be quite entertaining.
I mean, in theory, he deserves it, but do we want to see it? Nah, not particularly.
Just a couple of super kicks, and that'll do him.
Right, we now go to the big meaty men slapping meat. David Jindoyan, he's teaming up with Elliot Cantor.
Yep.
Could they both get a win at a Cantor? Probably not. No disrespect to the two of them. But who have they picked, Dave?
Well, funnily enough, Elliot said, "Nudge me if I don't respond." Then I've just nudged him, and he's taking his time. But I see the dots coming up. He's made his call, and his name is John Cena. The WWE Undisputed Champion.
Why is JP like slagging me? I mean, come on, man.
Well, it was a terrible joke, to be fair.
But yeah, partner,
Cena Orton at Backlash in St. Louis. I'm a bit iffy about this one. I reckon, you know, with a more dastardly Cena, we could see a repeat of No Way Out 2008. Cena could just slap the ref and it's a DQ win for Orton. So, yeah, quite interesting for Jindoyan and Cantor, given that, you know, Cena's got limited dates. But it's, I suppose, with him on the title and him racking up those appearances, I can see why it would be a safe bet.
Yes, the appearances for Cena that has me questioning it a wee bit. But yes, John Cena is on the board. We've got 4 champions already picked. Can we see it 5, Dave? They have reformed as a tag team. Dan Axel Jameson and Johnny Adam. Who have they gone for?
They have gone with the newest Paul Heyman guy, Braun Breaker.
Yes, no longer the Intercontinental Champion, but very firmly in the upper echelons of the Raw roster now. Braun Breaker, of course, now part of the stable with Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman. Got a win on Monday over Sami Zayn. Probably will be wrestling quite a lot from that trio, I think it's fair to be said. So it's a wise pick from Dan and Johnny.
Yeah, he seems to be in position to do most of the heavy lifting for this new trifecta. So, yeah, I think that's a very smart choice, picking him round one. You know, main event level Braun Breaker, I think, is exactly what people have been needing for a while, and this is what this draft needs as well. So, yeah, I like that pick from Dan and Johnny.
We now go on to Jack Graham. He's teaming up with a returning former champion of the main league, Andy Mitchell, and Dave went for a champion themselves. DU, United States champion, the Samoan werewolf, Jacob Fatu.
Yes. Again, getting the mid-card champions off the board straight away. Jacob was definitely one of the better performers last season as part of West End Country Club. Round 3 overall, a strong win at WrestleMania against LA Knight, and I think I can only see, just all gas, no brakes for the new US champion.
Yes, we're now going on to our Listeners League winner, Lachlan. He is teaming up with Ross Brady for this particular one. Dave, do they have their pick in?
Not yet, but I see Lachlan messaged in the chat that Ross is the one that's going to be giving the selection here. I'm just reminding him just to say that he's up now.
Yes, Ross.
It does make me wonder, who from each representation is going to be joining us on the stream here. So we're just waiting for Ross's pick here.
It will be Gary from the next team and Tom from the next team.
Yeah. So here we go. Ross is straight in. And we've got the man, Becky Lynch.
Becky Lynch returning at WrestleMania, winning the tag titles, losing them the next night, but now is in a feud with Lyra Valkyria. They're going to be having a match at Backlash for the Women's IC title. So that's a very, very interesting pick.
Prominent position, I think. I think Becky's probably going to dethrone Lyra, maybe give a bit of legitimacy to this Women's Intercontinental Championship. So, I mean, big time Becky, I think we've got to... she's got to rack up those title accolades, and I think, getting her round 1 again, very smart.
Yeah, definitely a good shout there from those guys. We now go on to Gary Morris. He'll be teaming up with Adam Callier. What do we have from them, Dave?
They've gone with La Primera, Stephanie Vaquer.
Stephanie Vaquer, the
round 1 as well.
Stephanie Vaquer was the best scoring pick from last season, taking away the captaincy, so it's definitely a wise pick to go with her. She will be facing off coming soon for the winner of next week's match between Julia and Jordan Grace, so definitely a good shout for that one.
And she's had brushes with the main roster as well, so appearances over multiple shows. I think that's a very good choice. I'm surprised she was left this far down.
It's the first round pick, to be fair. She usually goes about second or something. So yeah, definitely a wise.
And she was, I think she was like 4th or 5th last time as well. So it just goes to show how much of momentum she's gained over just one season.
We have the Daily Star.
Wow.
Are on with us there.
Talk about making it the big time, eh?
It's Adam, just so you know. It's Adam on the Daily Star YouTube. Adam, please let me know how you pronounce your name. I'll send it through the official work channels. Tom Brock, he is teaming up with Ryan Dalgleish, one of the 2 people to have won both. Well, one of the very few, not the 2, one of the first 2 to have won the Listeners League and the main league. Who's he going with?
Well, pretty foolish decision given recent announcements, but he said they're risking it. They're going with Liv Morgan.
Liv Morgan, that's an interesting one there. I've had a request to get the pics on the screen. I wonder if I'm going to be able to do this quickly. Bear with me.
Yeah, so basically Liv Morgan was basically the reason why the GOAT Tones Roscoe ended up running rampant all of last season. The captaincy applied. She won the women's tag team titles with Raquel Rodriguez, and she got 2 eliminations in the Elimination Chamber with the captaincy applied. And as we all know, eliminations in the chamber count as like massive gains for pay-per-view points. So it was that plus Damian Priest getting the pin on Drew McIntyre. That's what carried them forward. So yeah, Liv Morgan, a consistent performer throughout all of last season, but she has been announced for a movie role lately. So I think her time might be a little bit limited this time around. So risky pick, but if we're going off past seasons, I think I can see where the logic is. It's low risk, high reward. That's what Ryan Dalgleish is saying.
Yes. We now go on to Stacey Smith. She's teaming up with another returning champion in Alan McLucas. And they are going over to AEW for the first time, Dave. They are going for the AEW Women's Champion, Timeless Toni Storm.
Yeah, that's a bit of a no-brainer. I think Toni Storm's probably one of the best assets they have on the AEW roster at the minute, outshining most of the other champions. You could say they're doing better than Death Riders, Mox, Hurt Syndicate, and yeah, it's Yeah, arguably the best character, I think, out of any female talent across multiple promotions. So yeah, you can't go wrong with a Tony Storm selection here.
Yep, definitely. It's a good one to go if you're going over to that side of things. We now go to the King of Vibes, Matt Smith, teaming up with Robert Shaw. What a team
Robert
that is.
fucking Shaw,
Uh,
the traitor.
It's time for Robert to send me his effing pick because he is the one sending them through from himself. And
yeah, we're allowed to swear on your stream actually, because maybe we should have discussed that ahead of time.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not monetized on YouTube. It's YouTube is more the issue than Twitch, to be honest.
No, I think you can get away with a few words there.
Could someone send us the draft sheet to Mr. Jack Graham, please? That would be nice because I don't have it handy. Do I have it handy?
He's
Because someone just put the spreadsheet in the chat. She's went very low. I did not expect this one to go low, Dave. We were talking about this before stream.
Okay.
Matt and Robert have picked Io Sky, the other women's champion.
I have to admit, Colin and I did consider her for round 2 as well, given that she's been across multiple shows lately and she seems to be getting heavily involved with the NXT women as of late. But huge win at WrestleMania. It's no surprise she went in round 1. And I think with a certain event rumored to be happening in the summer, I think getting a lot of female picks in round 1 or the earlier rounds even as a whole, is probably going to be beneficial for everyone. And I think Io Sky, as far as she's dipped down the table, at least, someone got her in round 1.
Interesting. Now we're going to go to Grant McRobbie once I do a bit of housekeeping here with Mr. Jack Graham. Now, if my screen has just done that.
Just while you do that, Jack sent us a picture in the group chat of his daughter just falling asleep, and he's saying, we've bored her to sleep. If anything, we should be thanking him, that he's not going to have a sleepless night as a result. So, yeah, you're welcome, Jack.
Right, I'm sorry there. So, Grant has, he said he was going solo, but he's enlisted a bit of a helper to do his draft one. So, Grant's done a list, but he's combined it with some picks from another person. One he's very familiar with, one that you're also familiar with, Dave.
Okay.
His former Men on a Mission tag team partner,
Gary
Kerlihan. So this is officially a Grant McRobbie, Gary Kerlihan team.
Wow. So it's the original Men on a Mission team.
The Men on a Mission is back.
Wow.
Speaking of people who are back, this man made his return to the WWE on SmackDown this past Friday. Ooh. Aleister Black.
Oh, dang. That's a big, bold claim for round 1. I mean, sure, it's great to see Aleister Black back in the mix, but as a round 1 pick, I mean, I don't know if Grant's going on the dice again, but I mean, that is a pretty bold strategy for round 1. But if they're going to be investing in Aleister Black this time around, I reckon it's certainly potential, but I don't know. I think round 1 seems a bit high for him at this stage.
We've got the first of our 2 picks from the Goat Tones. That is David Campbell and his former tag team partner, former champion Ryan Gallagher. There,
hail.
Both the picks, both the picks on the board, and it's 2 from AEW. The first of which, the AEW World Champion Jon Moxley,
of course,
and the second one is the AEW TBS champion, the CEO herself, Mercedes Moné.
Ooh, going straight in with the AEW picks here. I'm liking to see that. And Mercedes Moné, though, that's a bit of an interesting one. But then again, we've still got the Owen Hart Cup still going on at this stage. But so, yeah, I can see, some easy wins straight off the bat. But it does make me wonder, how long is she going to keep holding the TBS championship for? But she did do very well as a round 6 pick for Yito Mania last season. So I reckon if they're trying to continue that momentum from last season, I think they've done a smart choice. But it's whether or not that she can continue that momentum, that remains to be seen.
They are, she's in the Owen Hart Cup with the final with Jamie Hayter coming up, so that could be interesting what way they go with that one. We go back to Men on a Mission. Let me look at the list here. Yeah, this is a no-brainer. This is a good pick for round 2. He's
Mm-hmm.
just lost his title at WrestleMania, but he's going to probably get a guaranteed win at Backlash. Gunther.
Ooh, yes. I mean, we picked Gunther in round 4 last season when he was still world heavyweight champion, and he still did pretty well, racking up points, appearances, and even a couple of wins on TV. But going round 2, I think that's with a guaranteed match at Backlash. I wouldn't put it against men on a mission to pick up Gunther at this stage. So yeah, despite the suspension, he's going to be a bit of a slow burner. But I think from Backlash onwards, I reckon he'll be a slow burn investment, but I reckon it will pay off.
So now we're going to go to the team of Robert Shaw and Matt Smith. Let's wonder what they have in store for us coming up next. A lot of really good picks still available in round 2,
yeah,
which
plenty.
is interesting for such a big draft. So we await the picks of Robert.
Oh, if I forget, how painful a wait it has to be when you're drafting at either end of this snake draft format, because for those of you that don't know on stream or whatever, the people who draft first and last basically get their second and third round picks back to back, but they have to wait an incredibly long time before their next one.
While we wait on Robert, we should also let the viewers know that this season, going into SummerSlam, is a transfer window season. So after 6 weeks, we take a break and we allow our players to be able to make transfers at a cost of points. So something to keep an eye on if you're not familiar with the system of the transfer window season. We'll come back to it a wee bit because we have our pick from Robert Shaw for him and Matt, Dave.
Here we go.
It's a smart pick. Their team's looking good already. We mentioned Braun Breaker. Let's talk about the leader of that stable, Seth Rollins.
Oh, Matt and Robert's team is looking hella juicy right now. If they can keep this up, I reckon they're going to be ones to watch. But, I'll not get ahead of myself here. But Io Sky and Seth Rollins for your first 2 picks, really can't argue with that. That's a very good gain right off the bat.
See, things are looking tasty. The teams are looking good so far. We're now going to go to Alan and Stacey. So I await Alan sending in the next pick from their team.
I must say that a lot of women have went in round 1 as well, but I guess that's because, if early strategy is because there's a much less pool of female talent compared to male talent. I think if you get some strong female picks off the board, it can really sort of set things up in motion.
Now, this is an interesting one. It's a strong wrestling pick from Stacey and Alan. When said pick is next going to be seen on telly is going to be an interesting one. Screwed at WrestleMania by his best friend. It's CM Punk.
Yeah, that's
He's gonna reappear at some point. The question is when he's gonna reappear, and given the push for Rollins and Breaker, is he gonna win that feud? He's gonna get appearances though. Punk will appear quite all over the shop. So it's potentially worth the risk.
But you don't get as much if he doesn't compete. And obviously, he's no spring chicken anymore. That's all I'll say. I think his matches will be fairly limited. But appearance points, I think that's a guarantee.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. But yeah, CM Punk, he has been selected. Now we go over to Tom and Ryan. What we got from them, Dave?
Yes. I think very smart from Tom and Ryan here. They're taking the Rula Obafemi.
Ah, yes, the NXT champion. A very wise pick to get him.
Someone that should have had the captaincy on them at the start of last season, but, that's mine and Robert's mistake, and we'll have to own that. But yeah, I think Obafemi in a very, very strong position. He's had a fantastic match at Stand and Deliver. There's a battle royal to determine his next challenger. I reckon it's going to be a bit of a done and dusted for him. But the TNA crossover as well also might influence some things a little bit. But I reckon Obafemi will be one of those constant factors. He'll just be a dominant NXT champion for as long as I can tell.
We'll see. But yeah, Obafemi off the board there. Going back to Gary and Adam. Stephanie Vaquer in round 1. Let's see what they've got in store for us in round 2.
Yep, so I'm just... So I think it was Gary that was messaged me the picks info.
Gary's messaging the picks. Adam's giving the slack on YouTube.
Oh ho ho! someone who went round 2 last season, he's round 2 yet again this season. They're taking Penta.
Penta, interesting. I'm curious where the trajectory of Penta goes now. He obviously unsuccessful in the IC title Fatal 4-Way, lost the next night on Raw to Dom. I don't know if they've not announced anything officially about a draft, but you could see a logical step being a tag
He'll
team
shake
for
things up a
Penta.
little bit, yeah.
But maybe, so going with him as a singles pick so early on, I think is a bold one, but remains to be seen.
Maybe.
Back to Lachlan and Ross. Becky
Yes.
Lynch, round 1. Let's see what they've got in round 2.
Okay, yes. So just a reminder, it was Ross that sent them to me, so I'm just waiting to hear from him again. And just a reminder to all our picks, you just make sure you have a 3-2 split of males and females in your team. You can have three females, 2 males, or the other way around, and you must have a tag team as well. So just to remind everybody. All right, and on that note, we actually have our first tag team pick of the season. Lachlan Hyatt and Ross Brady take the Street Profits.
They bring the swag like nobody can. The Street Profits, not Ross and Lachlan. But yes, tag team champions, a successful defense on Friday in that banger of a TLC match. Interesting where they go with the division, but of course they're the ones with the belts. So if you're going to take a risk on any of those tag teams on SmackDown, they're the logical one.
Yeah, probably the smart choice, given that they had an outstanding TLC win on SmackDown that should have been on WrestleMania. But yeah, I guess we can only just wonder on that one. But yeah, it's difficult to say because the SmackDown tag team scene is very much fast-paced, quite volatile at this point. I don't think there's any guarantee the Street Profits are going to, keep that title reign going. But I think, as it stands, probably a smart choice picking them here and now.
Yes, it should be good for the Profits, and hopefully that bears good fruit for Lachlan and Ross, both trying to earn a place in the main league. Of course, there's there could be 2 people in it going at depending if Lachlan and David to join both win. We go to Jack Graham, who is typing, which is good. It's exactly what we want to see. Oh, I can't believe she's went this low, David.
Who is it?
We're in round 2. We're halfway through round 2. And Mami is off the board finally.
Mad.
Rhea Ripley.
Damn. Yeah, that's an interesting one because, Rhea Ripley is pretty much round 1 material, like all the way through the last few seasons, when she was ruling as Women's World Champions. But yeah, I think Mami's aura is starting to dip a little bit now that Io Sky's no longer considered an afterthought. Io Sky's the one to go for at this stage. And then you obviously got the NXT women, making waves as well. So Rhea Ripley, round 2, doesn't surprise me, but I think she's still going to be a prominent feature on Monday Night Raw, or assuming a draft does happen, maybe a move to SmackDown could do her some good.
We'll see. I think there's a lot of women feuding with each other for that round about that title currently on Raw. So they're really the direction, but Rhea Ripley is a no-brainer at this point, given her past draft history. Dan and Johnny next, Dave.
Yep.
What they got?
And yep. So somebody that went round 6 last time now bumped up to round 2. Dan and Johnny take the new Women's United States Champion, Zelina Vega.
Zelina Vega. An old favourite of the draft is Zelina Vega. She's finally won some gold. Good on her for that one. Defeating Chelsea Green on SmackDown this past week. Interesting that she won the title the segment before her husband returned, which was quite something. But yeah.
Coincidence much?
She's got a championship belt, Dave. It's no surprise.
You got to get the champions off the board for sure, yeah.
Yeah, but the mistake often is made that you forget the champions till later on. I think that was what really helped David and Ross last season. They got Tiffany very late on in the draft and really propelled them up the league to their victory. We've got David and Elliot again now. Back to you, Dave. What we've got here. The teams are looking good so far, which is good.
Yeah, all the teams are looking pretty juicy so far. Again, I was to remind Elliot that it's his turn. So, but yeah, again, that wait to get to our next pick. I'm already struggling for guesses here because I'm not sure if Colin is tuning into the stream or not. So I kind of feel like I'm on moan a little bit here. So I think he said, I think we just we just agree, who our first round pick was going to be, and then he said just leave it to me. So yeah, no pressure or anything on my part. But yeah, I've got Elliot's next pick through, and we've got another tag team off the board, and it's your boys, the New Day.
Another champion. Can't really argue with that one too much. They won the Raw Tag Team Championships. I can't remember what one's the World and what was the WWE, so I'm just calling them the Raw titles.
Raw Tag Champions, yeah.
So, yeah, I think that's a good shout to get them off the board for the tag team.
Somebody I think I don't believe they were picked last season, but yeah, the long overdue title reign with them as heels, I think, yeah, picking them up now probably is a wise decision.
Yeah, absolutely. Back to Scott and Ross, not Ross, as in his brother, Ross McCluskey.
Acting like a couple of player haters here as they pick up Jamie Hayter.
Interesting. That's with the Owen Hart Cup in mind. Definitely that. Of course, Jamie Hayter in the final against Mercedes Moné.
Indeed.
One that could go either way, which is interesting to see. But that's a smart pick on their behalf. Back to myself and JP.
Mm-hmm.
We're thinking Money in the Bank for this next pick. So we're going to go to SmackDown. We're going to go for a female pick. She may have lost at WrestleMania, but we have a sneaky hunch. We're going to go with Naomi.
Ooh.
For Money in the Bank.
Interesting.
We'll see how it goes.
May have lost to Jade Cargill, but still well within, the main event scene of the SmackDown women's division. I think things are far from over between her and Jade.
She's the best booked heel female wrestler in the company. So,
although she has said, I think her time is running a little bit short.
Given her age, give her Money in the Bank, give her the title. Dave, I'm only running to SummerSlam here. She can retire at the end of the year. I don't care.
Yeah. Oh gosh, yeah, right. Put in a bit of a difficult spot here because I'm not really sure where to go with picks. But we've got Tiffany Stratton from SmackDown. We could jump to Raw, or we could jump to AEW. So I think it only makes sense that we jump to AEW. And with the Owen Hart Cup tournament in mind, West End Country Club, for the first time ever, takes Will Ospreay.
Hopefully it elevates your team, Dave. Yeah, Will Ospreay. He's well in with a shout of winning that tournament, that's for sure.
For sure. I think he's in the best position, and he could be the one to dethrone Mox at this stage, because I think he's been long overdue main event status in AEW. So, we're banking on Will Ospreay for this one. And our round 3 pick, tough. Let's go with Hank and Tank from NXT.
The new NXT Tag Team Champions. Interesting one there. Hank and Tank off the board. Never thought I'd see Hank and Tank on a draft board.
Yeah, making their debut, yeah.
Here we go. Right, Dave, you had me a bit worried there. You were talking about the Owen Hart Cup, and I was like, oh, where's he going with this one? Because me and JP had someone in mind for a similar reason, but it wasn't Ospreay. We're going to go with the other man who's going to be in that Owen Hart Cup final. We're going to go with Hangman Adam Page.
Okay. Were you hoping that we'd leave Hangman Page for you guys, or were you hoping to snag Ospreay?
We wanted Hangman. Hangman was
okay.
Hangman was
fair enough.
We're very glad that you picked Ospreay over Hangman.
Well, either way, I'm confident that Will Ospreay is still going to do pretty well this season.
He's a good pick, but I like the idea of Hangman. So yeah, Hangman
fair enough.
Page for us.
Yep. And again, this pick for Scott and Ross certainly crossed my mind for that round. So they've gone with the backup tag team option I had in my head. They're taking the Hurt Syndicate team of Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin.
They're in a strange angle. I think it's a strange angle on AEW currently, but they're on TV very, very regularly. So, yeah, it's a good shout. Of course, they are the AEW Tag Team Champions. So
they are, yep.
Absolutely a fair shout to go for Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin.
Yeah, I think either them or Hank and Tank were going to be a bit of a risk, but I think new NXT Tag Champions, I reckon they'll get a few title defenses under their wing. So, yeah, that's why I was leaning more towards them rather than the Hurt Syndicate.
Everything is a risk when you're trying to predict a scripted sport.
Oh, absolutely. Just don't take any dirt sheet reports with a massive pinch of salt. That's all I'll say.
We now go back to David Jindoyan and Elliot
Elliot.
Ginter.
Yes. Back at it again. So they've got John Cena and the New Day. So they've got their tag teams in there. I think this is where the tag teams will start to come through with every other team. But get the main ones off the board. The Street Profits are gone, New Day is gone, Hank and Tank is gone, Hurt Syndicate's gone. All the tag team champions from the two promotions have been picked now. So Elliot and Jindoyan take Drew McIntyre.
Yes, of course. Forgetting about Drew, a big win for him at WrestleMania, ending that kind of, pain of last year on Damian Priest. Seems to be getting involved in the US title picture. That'll be interesting to see where they go with that one. But yeah, that's a team is stacking up quite well for David and Elliot. Back to Dan and Johnny Adam now, Dave. What they got?
So I'm just going to message Dan, let him know he's up. But yeah, Drew, I think, is an interesting one because he only needs the United States title to become a Grand Slam champion. So it would make sense if he was going to complete the trifecta a little bit in this instance. But Drew, very solid upper card, borderline main eventer in this current booking. So having him round 3, not against that at all. Just waiting on Dan's. He's seen the message, so I think he's having a bit of a hiccup trying to decide, who to pick. Okay. Not who I would have chosen, but he's been picked now. He takes Finn Balor.
Finn Balor. That's curious how things go with Finn Balor. A bit of dissent with him and the rest of the Judgment Day. Wonder where that will go with that. But yeah, Finn Balor is off the board on that one. We're going to go back to Jack and Andy Mitchell. Jacob Fatu and Rhea Ripley. That's a tasty team.
Ooh, sounds like a fun Saturday night.
I hate that fucking Ayrshire bastard. Stole my tag team.
Oh.
The US member of the SmackDown tag team roster, Axiom and Nathan Fraser.
Fraxium. Yeah. Probably
Spy Ryan was my favourite.
Can you imagine if they get thrown into the current chaos of the SmackDown tag team division at this stage? I think this could be a recipe for TLC 2 at SummerSlam with this new breed of talent. And those two,
you're my favourite.
Those two in a TLC match sounds like, just inject it in my veins.
Jack, I know you're having a nice cozy time with your daughter watching this one, but I hope she's sick on you very imminently. So we go back to Lachlan and Ross for the next pick.
He'll be saying pop kettle as well.
Razor sleep is fine. I'm okay. I'm safe.
Ross in with the NXT pool now. We've got one from Raw, one from SmackDown. He takes the NXT North American champion, Ricky Saints.
Ricky Saints.
Tony's biggest fumble.
I think Tony's a bigger fumbles. Picking certain sides over Punk. But Ricky Saints, formerly Ricky Starks. Nice start to his life in NXT. What's this? Too much discriminating people in ESSR.
He's not wrong.
Ryan, I was slagging Jack, not you. I said you're my favourite. Listen, come on. We're all friends here. Back to Gary and Adam. Stephanie Vaquer and Penta, are they going with a Mexican theme with this one?
Stephanie's Chilean, so I don't know where you're getting that idea from.
She's Hispanic. She's from Hispanic. She's
Chilean.
Dave, she was there when they were announcing the WWE purchase of AAA with all the other luchadors. She's, in their eyes, she's Mexican.
Oh, she's Latina.
Yeah, she's Latina.
Okay. She's not Mexican. Anyway, Gary Morris, picking up another champion here. The Women's Intercontinental Champion, Lyra Valkyria. Not too sure about that. I mean, I think she could potentially lose the title at Backlash, and where she goes from there is beyond me. So maybe not when she's in danger of dropping the title at the first major show of the draft.
We will see. But yeah, she's got
Gauntlet performer last season, massive point scorer nonetheless.
I was a bit gutted that we me and Jack didn't pick her over Chelsea. We took the risk on Chelsea for appearances and it didn't quite go to plan for us. But yeah, Lyra, a big scorer, as you mentioned last season. Still the champion, so there's still that 50-50 element that she beats Becky.
Mm-hmm.
So, again, not the worst punt.
Not worse, nope.
Now go to apparently the two most discriminated people in ESSR. Tom and Ryan. Dave, what we're going with them?
They're picking up a storm here. Jade Cargill.
Jade Cargill, interesting, very impressive in her win at WrestleMania.
Brushing shoulders with Tiffany Stratton on SmackDown as well. Could be a contender for the Women's Championship. Not a bad choice, especially when she's a round 3 pick. And now that's Tom and Ryan got 2 women on the board now. So, yeah, I think it's pretty much a free-for-all who they get. But they still need to pick a tag team, as do Gary and Adam.
Yes, a lot of people still need tag teams, I think, because it's a big draft pool. So we'll see how this goes with that one.
Yeah, you and JP, Dan and Johnny. Yep.
Will Stacey and Alan be the next to pick a tag team, or will they go for something else? I await what Alan has in store for me here.
You need to get a good tag team off the board as well, much like you need to get a good female pick off the board, because tag teams are, far and few between compared to solo males.
Tag team seems a lot healthier than it
was
in recent drafts. So I wouldn't be as averse to the tag teams right now. There's some good ones out there.
Oh, and Colin's just joined us on the chat there, so it's
Hi Colin, welcome to 2025.
I hope he's not mad with the fact that I've chosen the first half of our team all on my own here.
Right, so we await the pick of Alan and Stacey. We've got it in just as I say it. They're going to NXT, a powerhouse your rival in NXT. Will she be the number 1 contender come this time next week? They're going with Jordan Grace.
Not a bad shout. I mean, with again the NXT women, crossing shows, etc. I think Jordan Grace is definitely in a firm position to to carry the brand forward as a potential new champion / contender. But this will be Jordan. Definitely, I think will be one to watch, given that she's the juggernaut, and I'm curious to see how heavily featured she gets involved with this season.
Right, let me go consult with Grant and Gary's list.
Hang on. Matt and Robert are next.
Yes, I've got. Thank you, Dave. Matt, Robert, send me your pick. Then I will consult with Grant and Gary's list.
We can't be leaving Robert fucking Shaw in the dust here. Honorary member of the West End Country Club as of now that he's been a tag team with myself for a couple of seasons now.
Yes, it's apparently a lovely place. They serve hoagies by the dozen.
No. We don't serve hoagies. You only get them at the hoagie house across the street. We serve only the finest green tea from Sri Lanka and the finest filet mignon steak.
Right, that's enough of that. We'll go back to the pick is in now. The people can wake up, and we are going back to AEW. They are picking Kenny Omega.
Oh, the international champion. Not bad. And it's good to see Kenny Omega back in the draft as well after quite a long time. I mean, he may have had a 8-person tag match loss this past week, but it's it doesn't really mean much, when we're drafting here and now. So he could get back to his winning ways depending on the international title. Rumored
to have a title unification match in Texas at All In with Okada. That could be interesting. Right now, I'm going to go with Grant and Gary's list. I've got the pick ready. I just need to make sure that it's definitely there.
And for all you New Japan lovers, you know how good it can be when we get an Okada Omega mashup.
Okay. They've got their third male pick already after round 3.
Oofed.
They had one return in round 1. Let's make it 2. The Redeemer, Rusev.
Oh, damn.
He's back. He's back, baby.
It's Rusev Day for Men on a Mission, but they've put themselves in a bit of a tight spot here because now they need 2 women and a tag team. So they're going to be very limited for choices the next time around. But their next pick isn't that far away. So, Rusev seems to have a bit of purpose now. So it's
they have a couple of females quite high up on the list coming up. So I think they'll be okay. They'll be okay to get the next one. We we now go back to the Goat Tones, David and Ryan. Oh my God, he's got them again. Oh my God. Why do we keep letting him get good? Why do we keep letting him get good picks? Round 3, Raquel Rodriguez.
Oh, how did I know he was going to do that?
I was hoping she was going to slide. Slide. Round 4, Bianca Belair.
Mother of God. Okay, now Goat Tone's team is starting to look pretty juicy as well. But that's 3 women on their board now, but they do still need a tag team, so they need a male and a tag team.
David's currently on whatever he does in Town Chang. He's the chairman of that particular team. Hopefully they're playing well, and hopefully he drafts poorly. So far he's not drafting poorly, so it can't spell good for the Inter. Unless he does both well, he could be good at that both. Who knows? Right, the list has quite a strong female pick for Grant and Gary. Dave. They're going to have Roxanne Perez.
Ah, great shout. I mean, she's got a match with Rhea Ripley coming up. That's right. Yes, Bianca Belair's broken a few fingers, so she's going to be out of commission for a while. Maybe a bit of a slip up on the Goat Tones part there.
Who knows? But yeah, Roxanne Perez off the board. We now go back to Matt and Robert. As you mentioned, Dave, they've not got a tag team yet. Neither does Stacey and Alan. That may be something they want to consider. Tom and Ryan also. A lot of people are still waiting on tag teams.
Yeah.
Something that might need to be considered.
It's not so easy when you're drafting on draft night on the main league, as opposed to picking and choosing as you go with the listeners league format.
Yeah, we'll see with that one. But we talked about it before stream, Dave. We talked about it. Who was going to take the risk? Who was going to go for it? They have went for the American Nightmare. Cody Rhodes, round 4.
What a fall from grace for the American Nightmare. Round 1 for the last few seasons, and now dropped all the way at round 4. That's quite a drop but on paper, it is a very formidable team for Matt and Robert. But the proof needs to be in the pudding with these guys, not just name value. But now they've also put themselves in a bit of a rough position. They need a female and a tag team, and it's going to be a while before their next pick. So I hope they've got some good options ready.
The picks are coming in fast, like gunshots. Machine gun shots.
Oh, motorcycle machine guns.
Bingo.
All right, so that's the tag team for them there. It's
Stacey and Alan with the motorcycle machine guns there.
Mm-hmm. It's still anything to play for. You could choose men, women, no restrictions. No restrictions for them too. Next, Tom has gone straight in with his next pick, and they've taken Tom and Ryan take Kazuchika Okada.
Oh, very interesting. Very interesting, Okada. Tom likes Okada as a pick.
And yes, I'm confident I've spelled his first name right.
I'm never confident I spell his first name right.
You can't pronounce it right.
Kazuchika Okada.
I think it close enough.
I would take it. I think that's right. Right, Gary and Adam, what have we got for them?
First botch of the night, unfortunately. They've chose Bianca, but Bianca's already been taken. So, yeah, sorry, Gary. Try again.
It's always fun.
I've just noticed as well. Yeah, I think Tom does pick Okada quite a lot for his team.
He loves Okada. Like David Campbell loved Alexa Bliss.
And it's like a few seasons ago, I always seem to pick Braun Strowman.
Has David Campbell picked Alexa Bliss since she had a child?
Don't think so.
It's like discarded her. Like, how dare you? How dare you do that? Go away.
Yeah. So I've just said to Gary, yeah, just try again. It's like Family Feud. It's like, say an answer already. Try again.
I wonder what they've got. A strong team, though. Stephanie McKay, Penta, and Lyra Valkyria.
Okay, right. I need them to be more specific with this this tag team. They've got their tag team pick in, which is good. But it's sort of a trio, so they need to be a bit more specific. They've gone with the Death Riders, just FYI, but I don't know if it's Claudio or Wheeler.
I would assume it's Claudio or in Utah. I would because
I suppose because Pac's injured, isn't he?
Pac's injured, yeah. So I'd assume
So
it's
Claudio and Pac. I'm just kidding.
Claudio and Pac.
I could easily just interpret that as Claudio and Pac and just royally screw them over, but no, I'm not like that. I'm not petty.
Right. So we now go back to Lachlan and Ross Brady. Let's see what they've got.
Next,
they could go either direction, which is good.
They could, yeah. Oh, interesting. I believe this is the first time that this person's entered the draft overall. The women's NXT North American champion, Sol Ruka.
No, she has been drafted. She's drafted a couple of seasons ago.
Okay.
Matt Smith picked her.
Of course he did.
Matt Smith picked her before she was cool, because that's just how he rolls.
Yeah, Gary confirms it was Claudio and Wheeler, so that's fine.
I'm not shocked. There was more chance of picking Claudio and Marina than I'm picking Claudio and Pac, with Pac's injuries. We now go back to Jack
and Andy.
Stealing fucking snake draft, having to wait this long to pick someone. I wonder who they picked. Like I said, he'll send it to me. Let's see what he's got. Let's see what he's got.
Mine's racing still, because we've got SmackDown, we've got AEW, we've got NXT. Could do some Raw representation, and there is one name I have in mind, but I just hope nobody snatches them.
Right, very good pick. Very good pick. Slipped all the way down to round 4. Somebody Jack was very confident with in our team last season.
Oh.
We got really unlucky with her. Julia.
Damn it. That was literally who I was thinking of for next round, but I digress.
Now you know how I feel. Now you know how I feel. Stealing everybody's picks. Honestly.
Yeah, no, Julia, again, been across multiple shows in the last few weeks, so possibly an alliance with the other NXT women against main roster talent. I reckon she's on the verge of being called up. So having seen her on Monday Night Raw, I think this is going to be very beneficial to her.
Yeah, I think there's talk it's a de facto call up. So it remains to be seen what's going on with that one. But yeah, very interesting.
Okay.
Very good pick. Dan and Johnny next now.
Yes, I've just said to Dan he's up next, but I think he's watching the stream as well, so he's paying attention.
Very popular stream tonight.
Oh yeah.
So if you are watching, please make sure you keep commenting, get involved with the stream, regardless how you watch. Of course, if you're on YouTube, you can get your comments up on the screen. They are also on Twitch.
There we go. Dan and Johnny have got their tag team on the board now. They recently came back to AEW and they're back in the draft. It is the Young Bucks.
Young Bucks, a favorite of yours, David.
Oh yeah. I've been picking them as a tag team quite a lot. Sometimes they do well, sometimes they mess up. But I think now that they've come back to AEW with a new lease on life as part of the Elite, I think this could be a good time and a well-timed pick for Dan and Johnny, especially with them going in round 4 this time around rather than say round 1 or 2.
No, it's very interesting. It's very interesting. So we'll go back to the big meaty men.
Mm-hmm.
David and Elliot. I wonder what they're going to go with.
So they've got John Cena, The New Day, and Drew McIntyre already. So let's see if they've got some females on the board. Hit yes now, Elliot. Come on, let's not dilly-dally. He's typing, and I think he's got the wheels turning here. He's going with oh, I don't know about that. Interesting. They've went with Charlotte Flair.
Bow down to the Queen.
The MIA Queen since WrestleMania. Well, it's if the build to WrestleMania was a little bit awkward, I think that pick at this stage is probably a little bit awkward. I would have picked, maybe at least half a dozen women ahead of Charlotte at this point.
Half a dozen women over Charlotte. Are you that not confident with Charlotte?
We picked Charlotte Flair a couple of times, but, we're talking like 5 years ago when she was Royal Rumble winner the first time. And Scott has annoyed me now because I had this guy in contention for round 4 or 5 as well. So, oh well. I guess I get to say it loud and proud. Returning to the draft after quite a while, the TNT champion, Adam Cole, baby.
Interesting. Adam Cole on the board.
Mm-hmm.
Me and me and JP are having a quick deliberation because we want a tag team, but our tag team got stolen.
Yep.
Oh, I like this one.
You're struggling now. I think a lot of the big tag teams are off the board now.
I've got one idea. I think this one could work.
There is one that's in my head. I just hope you're a pretty good mind reader here.
Right, go on with one. We're going back to AEW for this pick.
Oh, not who I was thinking.
No, we're going with FTR.
Oh ho ho! The newly heelish FTR turned on Edge lately. Possibly a new heel run might actually do them some good, gives them direction if they get more wins on Collision. As they've been featured a lot on Collision as of late, and they scored Roscoe some late points in the season last time around. So maybe with this newfound heel turn, they could see some more points up from them.
Okay, so now we've got the double for yourself, Dave.
Oh crap, it's us again. Yes, so I think I've not heard anything from Collins, so I reckon it's just down to me again. So we'll jump to actually no, we've got Tiffany on SmackDown. We've got AEW Raw. We need Raw, I think, for this one. I was hoping to get Julia, but that's up the spout now. So what to do? Oh, I'm struggling here. Tell you what, we'll stick with SmackDown. We'll stick with the blue brand. We'll go with Nia Jax.
It's not that close, Specs.
Nia Jax now back in the fold following WrestleMania. So I reckon let's get her off the board, and she's going after Tiffany again. I mean, who's to say, we can't see, some more in-ring action from the former Queen of the Ring. And, oh boy. At least we can get like a male from Raw now. So I think for our 5th round pick, come on, Colin, work experience boy, you're supposed to be doing all the heavy lifting for us here. Oh boy, I am really struggling here. Kind of getting names out of my head here. I'm blanking here. Like, I'm not kidding. I'm struggling. Oh dear. Let's go with. Oh boy. Who did I put as my list actually? Yeah, I think everybody I had on my list has already been taken. So, yeah, shut up, okay? Oh God. I'm blanking massively here. Like, I've never had this before in draft selection. This is horrendous. Let's go with. All right, you know what? Roman Reigns.
Oh, Roman Reigns.
Yeah, there we go.
He panicked and went with Roman.
Mm-hmm. He was on Raw lately, and I think he's. I've seen JP's suggestion in the chat. I don't think it's worth putting on.
Yeah, I'm not. Sorry, JP, I'm not clicking that one.
That's. There's a time and a place for everything.
Matt Smith, breaking news: David Topman doesn't watch wrestling. JP has been very useful though, because he came up with a great idea for our next pick, and I think it's a belter. Picks I don't make enough, Dave, but hopefully JP will help me with this one. We've talked about Braun Breaker, we've talked about Seth Rollins. Who'll be missing from this equation?
Paul Heyman.
Paul Heyman, get him in
as a solo pick.
Managers, of course, count towards the draft.
Mother of God.
And Paul Heyman is in on his own. So now we go back to Scott. That was a long look. I think it took you about 3 minutes to make that pick, Dave.
Oh, we've all had moments where we just we get so many ideas going through our head, we just shut down.
Scott and Ross McCluskey can pick either a male or a female here, so they're in a good state.
They are, yeah. So I'm betting they're taking. I mean, I shouldn't be. I probably shouldn't be having a go at people for taking too long now because I'm just phrase pot kettle comes to mind. But Scott is typing his selection here. Well, we're into the last we're into the last few rounds anyway, and Scott and Ross take Nick Aldis, and this was after a lot of debate, by the way.
Nick Aldis, there he goes. He's a general manager. Wonder where we've seen that before. Back to the big meaty men who also can pick either a male or a female. Good shape for them too, David and Elliot. I wonder who they're going to go with here.
Yeah, again, I have to remind. Oh no, sorry, messaged the wrong person. This is how flustered I've gotten. It's the fact that I'm just all over the place with my brain's just
pressure pushing down on Dave. Pushing down on Dave.
Well, my work experience boys left us hanging here a little bit, so I have to just sort of carry the load for our team here, just like I carried most of the last couple of seasons with the hosting duties. But it's again, I'm just venturing into complaining territory at this point.
So we're still waiting on a pick then.
Yeah, so we're waiting. I've sent Elliot the message, so we're just hoping for him.
So, of course, this is a good time to let people know that you can take part in our Listeners League for the coming season. Please, if you're watching, get in touch with us on any of our social channels at Suplex Retweet. Messages if you would like to join in the Listeners League. You win the Listeners League, you get a chance to compete in this main league that we have. And then if you win that, you have a chance to join it permanently. A lot of people have the chance to join it permanently in this particular season. So, a lot of big opportunities there. Pretty much.
Yeah, I think as it stands, I think the only team that doesn't have a tag team, actually, the two teams that don't have a tag team are Men on a Mission and Tom and Ryan, and the Goat Tones as well. So we need 3 tag teams still to be had.
Yes. Is Elliot typing at least, Dave? Because
he is. He's playing the long game with this one. He's going Bailey.
There ain't no stopping his now.
Role model. But yes, they've got their 2 women on the board. They've got 2 men on the board, so now they need a man for their final pick.
They need a man. What a man! What a man!
What a man!
And good. Back to Dan and Johnny. Of course, they can also pick either a male or a female.
Oh, hang on a minute. We've got a bit of a grey area here. Nobody cares about Man United. Dan's brought up an interesting question because I don't know if he's picking Chad Gable or El Grande Americano.
I knew it was going to come up. You it was going to come up.
You know what? Let's just put him down as El Grande Americano, and if we see, well, oh shit, no, actually,
I would say.
It's a grey area. He's asking, does it count as both?
I'm gonna say, because it's a running joke, I will allow it because it's clearly obvious.
Oh, this is gonna cause some debate.
I think you only get the points if your pick is El Grande Americano. Did they say El Grande Americano?
They oh wait, hang on. They're asking him. They're not. If it's allowed, they'll draft him. So they're being yeah.
If their draft pick is El Grande Americano,
oh, way to go, Dan! You've way to go, Dan! You've just broken the selection process here.
I'm going to allow it because.
Are we allowing it?
I think. Yeah, we're allowing it. It's. However, if it some reason turns out that it's not Chad Gable, they will get deducted points.
Okay, so any Gable points that come up, right? He's saying we'll take him if it counts as both Gable and Americano.
Yeah, I'll give him it. I'll give it. I'm feeling generous.
You also thought Slapjack was the Miz.
We said Ollie thought it was The Rock.
Oh,
poor Ollie. Poor Ollie got wound up to hell about El Grande Americano at WrestleMania.
Oh, Matt is not happy as well. Uh, there's no evidence that he's Chad Gable. Show me the evidence. Oh God, we've really had a howler with this pick.
I'm
So
glad.
I've put down El Grande Americano in this case. But if Chad Gable performs, they don't get the point.
I'll figure it out. They just have to pick El Grande Americano for me to consider. If they pick Chad Gable, I was going to tell them no.
They've said Gable Americano, but I think he said Americano first.
Right, okay. So El Grande Americano has got his first selection in the draft. We'll move away from El Grande Americano. We'll come back to this one.
Okay, Dan, I think it's safe to say you've officially broken us here.
I think I'm going to allow it, but
I mean, there is evidence to suggest it is the same person.
I'm going to say, if it turns out that El Grande Americano is not Chad Gable, there'll be deducted points that Chad Gable got for Grande Americano.
So we'll still count. Too late, Dan. Picks are already in, so we can't unwind
I'm allowing it.
Okay, we'll allow it.
I'm allowing it.
But if for some weird miracle that El Grande Americano is not Chad Gable, whatever Gable's points accumulated are, they will be deducted from whatever Grande Americano scores.
Right, okay. We'll go back. We're now moving on to Jack and Andy, who are picking Karrion Kross.
Oh, yeah. Damn. Got so lost in the debate. We've actually talked about someone who's been kind of lost in the shuffle a little bit.
I was very close. JP swayed me away from El Grande Americano.
Oh, I can't believe I actually forgot about El Grande Americano as well.
I still can't believe that they didn't include him when the AAA announcement. He's the greatest luchador that's ever existed.
Ross was going to pick Penta, but I said try again. He's been picked round 2.
Think a little closer to there, Ross.
Don't give him ideas. Don't. And he was ready. He was ready to choose Gable as well. I mean, he technically still could.
No one can pick Gable. No one's picked Gable.
So
let's be serious. We can joke about it.
Yeah.
But it's bloody
yeah.
Gable.
So they've got two. Lachlan and Ross have 2 women already. They've got a tag team, so they can choose 2 males or they can choose a male and a female. They've got options.
I was going to say they're both married men. Of course, they've got 2 women.
Oh, he's done it. He's done it. Ray Phoenix.
Yeah, of course he did. It's so obvious.
You bloody gave him hints and clues and shit like that. So yeah, I blame you for choosing
hints and clues.
I was hoping he would fall to Ray. I was hoping he'd fall to round 6, but nah, not to be, I suppose.
Ray Phoenix, the second best luchador in WWE. Anyway,
I would say 3rd best. El Grande Americano is number 1. Then it's Penta.
Tom and Ryan are very confident, so this is interesting. But it's Gary and Adam's pick.
Yes, yeah, Gary and Adam. So should be waiting on Gary's.
They can
choice
also pick
here.
a male. They can also pick a male or a female, so they're in a good position.
Yes, they've got 2 females, 1 male in Penta, and a tag team. He's certainly taking his time here.
I thought you said 1 male and Penta. I was like, what is Penta?
I mean, who knows what he could be under that mask?
Chad Gable.
Gracias. Anyway, Nick Aldis is off the board. Gary and Adam take his counterpart. Scrap Daddy, Adam Pearce. The goat tones will be fuming.
It's times like this, by the way, that I'm glad that David's not like actively watching. Because I could not have been bothered with that El Grande Americano stuff if he was here.
Oh, that's going to be the story this season, isn't it? You know, just like, who is El Grande Americano and does he count for Chad Gable points as well?
Right. Tom and Ryan, they need to pick.
Oh, they've got their tag team as well. They have gone with 2/3 of the AEW Trios champions, Samoa Joe and Powerhouse Hobbs.
Oh, that's interesting.
A very interesting tag team selection.
Can't mind what that stable's called, but yeah, that's very
The
interesting.
ops.
The ops, yeah, the ops.
Yeah,
The other member is Shibata as well.
Don't. Never mind.
No one's going to pick him.
Oh, the goat is livid right now. Gary Morris, you low life, good for nothing arsehole.
Thankfully, missed the other part of the chat. Anyway, it's back to Alan and Stacey. I wonder
Yep.
what they've got. Alan seemed like they were going to pick Adam Pearce by what he's saying, but he no longer has. Oh, David, did you win your game? That would be nice. Oh, they're taking a risk. Oh, I slipped.
You slipped.
We mentioned the WWE Championship match at Backlash, Dave.
Oh no.
We forget about who the other person in that match is. It's in his hometown. Could he win the title?
God.
Randy Orton.
Damn. That's really slipped my mind, actually. Even if he wins by DQ, it's yeah.
Title win.
Damn.
Interesting how that goes. Randy Orton. It's in his hometown, Backlash, so it's a very good chance he could win it. We never know. We don't know. We'll go back to Matt and Robert, who can't pick a male, so need a tag team and a female for their final 2 rounds. And then we go back.
So they're not exactly spot for choice here.
Same with Grant and Gary. They will need similar.
Sorry, we're near the end of round 6. Well, we're near the end with round 6 coming up in just a few more picks.
I can tell you for sure there's someone on Grant and Gary's team I'll be very surprised gets picked.
Okay.
Oh, this is bold. This is a Matt Smith pick. This is bold. This is really bold, Dave.
I can't wait to hear this.
They're going for damage control.
Okay.
Consisting of Kairi Sane and Asuka.
That is bold.
That is a Matt Smith pick in my eyes. That is a Matt Smith pick.
It's certainly a gamble for sure, because the Kabuki Warriors, they're both currently out injured, but as we've seen from Kairi's socials, she's been getting jacked like quite a lot. Asuka, still a bit up in the air, so it's a bold pick for sure, but no sign that they're going to be returning anytime soon. So again, it could be a slow burner, but the transfer window isn't there, and if a new tag team arises at that point, they've got options to change.
Right, I'm going to pick Grant and Gary's tag team because their tag team options are not very good that's left.
They have the Kabuki Warriors as an option.
They did not, no, but they do have the Creed brothers.
They'll get appearances whenever El Grande Americano shows up.
Yes, that man who has no affiliation with American Made. Goat Tones have their final round of picks here. Right?
Yeah.
We're also going to ask for captains and team names soon as well. So we're going to do the last picks and go back round, everybody.
Yeah.
So
get
Goat
thinking of your
captain.
Goat Tones, you need a male and a tag team.
Yes, so we're going to do the final round, but everybody should start picking of their captain and tag names now for when we get back round to. Final picks on the board. We've got an old draft special. We've got Takeshita and Don Callis.
Okay.
And
Don Callis and Takeshita.
Yeah. And then another favourite of the GOAT, Damian Priest.
Damian Priest. I suppose it makes sense for the Goat Tones to pick a priest.
Grant's asking how he did not get Hank and Tank because Hank and Tank were stolen.
Well, at least we know our picks annoyed somebody.
It's not going to finish. We'll be finishing in 15 minutes.
No. We're almost done, so you can chill.
So we've got the final female pick for Grant and Gary. The wheel doing its thing. Thea Hale.
Thea Hale. There we go.
Hale.
Hail, hail, be a hail. I'm
Shut
surprised the
up.
Goat Tones didn't choose her.
Shut up. He's probably to be fair. But Robert and Matt appear to be. I'm just clarifying this with them. I think they are taking. Robert's just typing to confirm it. We've pretty much got the name locked in.
God's sake, I think this is the most active my messenger chat's been for quite a while.
Robert's typing to me and not to Matt.
Well, is Matt been texting you all night?
No, Robert has. Robert's been texting me his picks, but he's been asking me a pick about his version pick.
Oh, for God's sake! That's how you know the Listeners League folk aren't fit for the for this full blown draft selection.
I enjoyed that. Robert, please deliberate with Matt and confirm if who you sent the pick to me is who you want to go for.
If you take as long as I do, I basically recluse myself from any abuse I took for taking too long in rounds 4 and 5.
I'm just waiting on him confirming. We're not drafting Dessers as punishment, JP. Right. So we're just waiting on Robert confirming this. Once he said to Matt, I think we're going to be good.
Okay, I completely absolve myself of any wrongdoings for taking too long.
He essentially sent me Marina Shafir. I'm thinking he was talking to Matt. Yeah, Marina Shafir.
Marina Shafir.
Yeah.
Rightio. We got there eventually.
His first message to me was, does the Death Riders women appear much?
Well, at least he got the right person in mind, at least, so that's something.
Right, Stacey and Alan, last pick for them. They need to pick. No, they can pick anything. A male or a female.
Yep.
In a lovely state, lovely place.
I'm pretty sure most people from last season have already been chosen now.
Maybe. So, Solo Sokoa for them, David.
Oofed. There we go. Get the bloodline back on the board. I'm surprised a couple others haven't gone, but then again, I guess just goes to show people have been paying attention.
Right, go back to Tom and... shut up, Scott. This is one of the quickest shows we've done.
Is it?
Tom and Ryan, who are they going with?
Well, just waiting for Tom to get back in the mix here. I wonder what their mindset is now that they've been sort of in the middle. Oh, here we go. I mean, he got absolutely wrecked this past Monday on Raw, but Tom and Ryan, they take Sami Zayn.
Dave, I'm going to look at a couple of captains for you for something here.
Go for it.
Tones are picking Bianca Belair.
In round 4?
As our captain, yes.
The woman, basically the woman who's taken time off.
Sorry, Mox, sorry. Mox.
Oh, I shouldn't have said anything. I should have just let them roll with it.
No, they said me Mox. It's fine. They
okay.
Mox. I just read something wrong. Alistair Black for Men of the Mission.
As you do.
And Timeless Tony Storm for Alan and Stacey tag team name pen.
No surprises. And also, whilst we're on the subject, Colin and I will have Tiffany Stratton as our captain.
Okay, so who's the final pick for Gary and Adam? If people can start sending the captains and tag team captains and team names in, we'll start.
Yeah, just keep that going for round 6. That would be ideal, and then we could just do a full run through at the end.
We'll get them on the board.
Just waiting for Gary.
Yes, we're waiting on Gary. They need to pick anybody. They can pick anybody.
Someone.
They have a nice state of play in the team.
As far as I'm aware, I think, the majority of people from last season have now been chosen. There's one or two but have either been written off with injury or have just not been chosen.
Oh, I got mixed up with Alan. Timeless is the name of Stacey and Alan.
Just Timeless.
Timeless, yes. Timeless.
I was hoping for something more creative, but it's their call.
Let's not.
I was hoping for like
let's not be wide.
I'm surprised Stacey hasn't given us a Nikki Bella reference. You know, you can look but you can't touch sort of name. Anyway, Gary's got their team for Adam and himself. They've gone for Ricochet.
That's an interesting one, Ricochet.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he's getting a lot of he's been getting a lot of exposure on AEW TV now that he's sort of playing the heel a little bit. Tom's got his captain in. Tom and Ryan are putting the captaincy on again. Some people aren't paying attention when they say their captain's about to go off of on filming duties. Their captaincy is on Liv Morgan. And the team name for them, they've got their team name now, so we'll just read it through at the end.
Okay, so who's the pick for Lachlan and Ross?
Lachlan and Ross, their last round pick, Chelsea Green.
Worth a gamble.
Worth the gamble indeed. Even though she did say on her socials she was going to be, it looked like she was leaving, but I reckon that's just a ploy.
Okay, so we've got Jack Graham and
I like
Andy
this
Mitchell.
this team name here.
The Hyatt family. So we have Jack Graham. As well.
Yep.
Him and Andy are going with L.
A
Knight.
Yeah.
Jacob Fatu is their captain, and the Glasgow Wrecking Crew is their name.
Cool.
We also have the Draft.
Even though one of them's air.
With the Draft Bastards Vibe Edition for Matt and Robert, captaining with Seth Rollins as well.
Okay. So Glasgow Wrecking Crew, and what was it? The Draft Bastards Vibes Editions.
Yeah, I've already got that in.
Okay.
So Dan and Johnny have to pick a female. So let's see who they're going to go with.
So, yeah, they put the captaincy on Braun Breaker. No surprise. Yeah, I'm just messaging Dan to say, give us a female pick. The best promo in wrestling, apparently. They've gone with Harley Cameron.
Ah, that's a fun pick.
I don't believe she's been in the draft before.
No, I don't think she will be in the draft. Has been in the draft before, so that's interesting. And we'll get their tag team name.
Dan and Johnny, we need a team name from you guys.
We'll get that in time. So we'll move on to David and Elliot here for their last pick. Where they go, they can have a male or a female pick. So
so I'll just leave it up to them. I just asked for Elliot to message in. We've got a team name from Gary Morris as well. So yeah, Gary and Adam are going to be the Daily Star Mangled Banter with their captain Stephanie Vicaire.
Interesting. Let's get this done. Cool. Have we got anything from Elliot?
Nothing yet. Just waiting to hear from him still. So yeah, that's Gary and Adam. Captaincy is on Stephanie Vicaire, and their team name is the Daily Star Mangled Banter.
Me and JP are captaining Dom, by the way, just so you know.
As you do, yep.
So that's in the
And what's
bag.
your team name?
The Unholy Alliance.
Makes sense.
Okay, so we're waiting on 4 final round picks, 2 team names to go.
And now the joke's going to land on Elliot for taking too long. And, well, he's seen it now, so I suppose he can... I'll let him off now. So, yes, they can choose whoever they want, right?
No, they pick a female.
No,
they can
choose anyone, yep. They've just been debating... Him and Jindoyan have been debating with each other, so it's going to be... looks like they're trying to... Oh, I don't know about this one. Are commentators allowed?
Commentators, 1 per show, I think. No, we took commentators off.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, because they've chosen Pat McAfee, so I think
they can get McAfee if he does non-commentary stuff.
So, as in promos or matches?
Yeah, if he does promos and matches, doesn't
All
doesn't
right.
get if he does comms. If he's just doing comms, doesn't get it.
All right, we'll allow it.
They can take it, but that's the risk they're taking. They don't
Yep.
get McAfee points
I mean,
for
he does
commentary.
have a match at Backlash, to be fair, and if he cuts a promo in the TV leading up to it, yeah, that'll just be it.
McAfee's fair, but he doesn't get if he's just doing comms, it's a 0 pointer. Just so you
know. We've got a team name for Dan and Johnny now, whilst we wait for Scott and Ross. Scott's final pick, along with Ross McCluskey, is Scarlet Bordeaux.
Interesting. We still need a captaincy for the big meaty men slap meet as well. What's the name for Dan and Johnny?
Team name for Dan and Johnny. Very creative name, I must say. I think best team name so far. Breaking Bucks.
Breaking Bucks.
Spelt with 2 Ks.
Thankfully, so as I say, we'll get Scott and Ross's team name and captain while we're at it.
Yeah. And their team name, just got it here. Bitter Yeet Symphony.
Who's the captain?
I assume it's Jey Uso. Yeah, it's Jey Uso.
Interesting. So we've got 2 picks left to go. It's from easy enough for myself and Dave. And me and JP, we are going to go with someone who's due to be returning anytime soon.
Oh.
Alexa Bliss.
Ooh, that's a very good point. Possibly with a certain group of friends as well.
Certain group of friends, apparently so.
All right, no pressure. So we're on the.
So Dave, you can pick anybody. You have the freedom of the draft here.
Yeah,
but not the freedom of our evening, as it's getting late.
I know. God Almighty, right? You know what? I think we're going to take a bit of a gamble on this one. Someone who still gets featured a lot across multiple shows, possibly could be in line with a call-up. We are going to go with Trick Williams.
Whoop that
Trick. Whoop that Trick.
Uh-huh.
Last round of the draft pick this season, Trick Williams.
Interesting. So that rounds off our draft. I'm going to end things over on Twitch. But yes, that has been the draft. 13 teams have been selected. You can, if you're watching on YouTube now, can quickly have a look and see what's there. Don't worry though, Dave and Scott will be on hand on Saturday back from SDL, where they'll be going over all the teams in detail. But that is the state of play. We've got the West End Country Club, the Unholy Alliance, Bitter Yeet Symphony, Big Meaty Men Slapping Meat, Breaking Bucks, the Glasgow Wrecking Crew, the Hyatt Family, Daily Star, Mango Banter, the Chopping Brock, I like that one, Timeless, Draft Bastards Vibe Edition, Men on the Mission, and the Goat Tones. The question is, who is going to win? So if you've watched it and you'd like to give us an opinion, please make sure, get on the socials, give us a comment, pretty much let us know who you think has the best team. Of course, Dave and Scott will be giving their opinions on that this coming Saturday for Saturday Draft Live. So make sure you're listening. Subscribe to us on Eat Sleep Suplex Retweet on your podcast platform of choice to get Saturday Draft Live this coming Saturday, along with all the other podcasts that we put out, to pretty much find out what the thoughts are on that one. It's going to be an interesting one. But Dave, plenty in there, a stacked draft tonight. And
huge stack draft.
No one said his name.
Yeah. Nobody said. Well, no one said his name, so that's why he didn't appear.
Of course, absolutely. But they're going to be debating all things draft, all things El Grande Americano this coming Saturday. Hope you enjoy it. They'll give information as well on how to join the Listeners League. So, Dave, thank you for joining me for this 25th edition of the selection.
Always a pleasure. Always. It is stressful at points, but you know what? It's for a good purpose, and it can be full of laughs and viral moments at the same time.
Thank you again to everybody who's watched. We've had a stacked chat watching us on YouTube tonight, one of our most viewed selection shows ever, looking at the numbers. So guys, thank you for that support. Again, it's going to be a great season. We're going to be running it through to SummerSlam with the transfer window coming up in June. So yeah, a lot of excitement on that one. But from us, it's time to sign off. Have a good one, guys, and take care.
Yeet.